Now we're going to learn 16th notes. The first lesson we learned quarter notes, counting 1 to 4. Then on the second lesson we learned how to add the ands in between. Now we're going to say a mouthful. This is going to be 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. We're still going to use 1 and 3 on the bass, 2 and 4 on the snare, but we're going to have 4 notes every beat on the hi-hat. Now, to start this off and to make this smooth, I want you to be clear, you're going to want to use your right hand first on the first note every time. Sometimes beginners will forget which hand they start with and it'll mess up the count. So just start by hitting with your right hand. So go ahead and take both your sticks in your hands, move it over to the hi-hat, and you're going to hear 16th notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. I know it sounds silly, but nobody's watching. Go ahead and count it out. It's very, very important as a drummer that you learn time. Again, we're going to add 2 and 4 on the snare and 1 and 3 on the bass. So start off with just the snare. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Now if you find yourself stumbling again, slow it down. There's no reason to rush this. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Really exaggerate your motions because your muscles have a memory system linked to your brain. And so you may have heard that, building up muscle memory. All drums is doing the same thing over and over until you've built up enough muscle memory banks where you can at will hit different style notes in different time functions as you're playing with other band members. So now let's add the bass drum. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Pretty easy, right? It is. But it's going to take some time. It's going to be a little tricky at first. Besides, this is your 3rd drum lesson, so you're not ready to go on tour yet. But let's combine it all together now. 1 and 3 on the bass, 2 and 4 on the snare, 16th notes on the hi-hat, and I want you to count it out loud. Let's take it slow. Ready? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2. See if you can match me. Put your headphones in and play along with me. Alright, super secret tip number 2. You're going to notice each time I hit these cymbals, I supported them with either a snare drum hit at the same time or a bass drum kick. Now why that's very important is the cymbals sound really cool and they bring a lot of extra noise into the song. But what happens is if you don't use a supporting drum, they're very, very empty. Just take a listen. Now listen to those exact same crashes supported by a bass drum. Gives a much fuller sound. Your band members will appreciate it a lot fuller. Thanks for watching Super Secret Tip number 2.